Welcome back to Allison Customs Project Car TV. We're back for another Tool Bag Tuesday, and what I have for you today is a Kaiweets digital multimeter. Many, or hopefully all of you will remember, last year we kind of reviewed and tested this Kaiweets HT118A digital multimeter. So it's really been a very useful meter. We tested it against, I believe, the Harbor Freight and one other, I don't remember, meter now. And they all were very, very close in reliability or repeatability on the information we were testing. Kind of reviewed and looked around, and pretty much what you get is, as far as testing a multimeter, is you should test it on a 9-volt battery, you should test it for resistance, and you should test continuity. And we did all that last year. Well, Kaiweets has contacted us again, asked if we'd be interested in testing their smart digital multimeter, which is a new product. It's available on Amazon, so links will be in the description for both of these. But this is the first time I've opened the box, so I don't even know what we're looking for, but we get a nice little case in here, instruction manual. And as I understand it, this is supposed to look more like a iPhone or something. I'm not really certain on all of that, but we've got some leads which look like the same leads they use on the other meters. We've got 6 AAA batteries. The meter is in the other half of this. Okay, it does have that kind of feel of a iPhone type product. Let's see, we got to take the rubber cover off, it looks like. So once out of the case, there's a Phillips head screw on the back, looks like, to get to the battery cover. So to remove the battery cover. And it holds 3 batteries, so they send you some extras, it looks like. So let's see, it comes with an extra set of batteries. Rubber protective case, which I'm going to leave off for just for now. Comes with a temperature probe, which we've got the one from this other meter, so we'll maybe plug that in. And as it turns on, it went into an auto feature. So it's got an auto function to where you can just plug in on the bottom here, you plug in your different connectors, and it automatically selects the proper range that you would be testing. However, when I did that with the temperature probe, it automatically switched to continuity, and then of course with the little temperature probe, it recognizes that there is 100% continuity or no resistance, and so it was setting off the alarm, which is annoying, but it is kind of cool. As you switch through the functions, it blinks which lights to plug into. It's telling me I've got the wrong things plugged in. I need to plug in here. We can go back and we'll go over to Celsius and Fahrenheit, and it's telling us it's currently 14 degrees Celsius and 58 degrees Fahrenheit in here, which, yeah, that's about right. I mean, it's probably just a little bit warmer than that, but rather than take the new probes out of the package, we'll just use probes from the other meter. So once again, we can go to the comment. Let's see, so if we select over to, we want to check for voltage, we can plug into the common. It lights up which two we need to use, the common and this corner. And there is no stand on this, which, you know, I do like a stand so that you can set this thing in place, but we'll try and use the other meter for that. And let's see, we test 9-volt battery. There goes 9.548, and this is a brand new battery, so I believe that's probably correct. Let's pull out a resistor. These are a 30K resistor. If we go to resistance, oops, ohms. It's lighting up the same two plugs. says 29.96 thousand, 29.97. It's pretty good for a 30K resistor. And then of course it's got a continuity feature, which that's probably one I use most often when I'm doing electronic stuff with cars, is you're always looking to find both ends of one wire. You can hear the alarm go off to let you know that the continuity has gone to 0. Oh, let's see. It's got one for diodes. It's got capacitors. Oh, it's got hertz, millivolts, temperature. And then it's also got some AC. You can measure AC, and it shows you which leads to use there, and amps, milliamps, as well as up to 10 amps. So it's got a 10 amp limit again, so you can measure the amount of amps going through a circuit. All right, so we're going to plug these in. We'll measure amps here. This can test up to 10 amps. It automatically, by placing them in those, it automatically selected over to amps. There, the lights light up, and we're drawing 0.6. Disregard the negative. It's just a matter of which way we're testing. Anyway, 0.65 of an amp. So just over half an amp, less than 1 amp. And the lights light up, and we can test for amps that way. So you may remember on this other meter, we also had the feature where you could do NCV live, which is non-contact live AC. So you've got a sensor. Turn that light off. We've got a sensor on the top here. If you put this in that mode, you can scan along a couple of AC wires, and if one of them is live, it'll basically register that there's voltage going through that system. That'd be great if you're working in a panel, you've shut all the power off, and you want to just verify that the power is actually off in your panel or on any given circuit that you're working on. So we're in NCV live. We've selected the mode, the sensor's on top, and all we're going to do is bring it over close to this outlet, and it's saying there's high voltage. So as you can see, it indicated that there was high voltage there, and you wouldn't want to grab those wires live. You want to go make sure you get that circuit turned off. And then there's a few other neat features on here. So if you're in a range, say voltage, and you're testing and you can't see the meter while you're working, you can turn on the hold function, and it will hold the most recent value so that you can come back and look at it and then move on. So once in voltage, you can also use the select, and it'll select between AC and DC, giving you hertz and apparently temperature. You can select through all the different functions manually, or you can put it in auto by holding the auto function button for 2 seconds. And then as you select through different features or plug in your probes, it'll change automatically to the different modes of operation. I probably would use the manual mode most often, but you know, if you're just trying to get some stuff done, that auto feature may be very helpful for you. And I do like that it lights up over here showing you which probe ports to use for an individual function. And that's about it. It's got a power button on top. Shut it off. It also has an auto power on the side. You can turn that feature on and off so that if you leave the meter for 15 minutes, it will turn itself off. So that's a great feature because I'm constantly walking away from my meters and leaving them on. You're working under a car, under the dash or whatever. But guys, that's it. It's a very compact, nice display meter. It's the Kaiweets KM-601 meter. It's available on Amazon. There will be an Amazon affiliate link for this meter, as well as the older Kaiweets HT118A, which is an extremely capable meter. They actually have all but the same features, just different form factor. I do like that this one has a leg or a rest so that you can prop it up and see it. Nice thing on the 601 is that the screen is much larger and a little easier to read. You can see here, that's kind of in a, it's a single color versus the new model, which is all color. And the readings are, maybe they're not any larger, but the screen itself is larger to give you all of the information in a little easier to read form. So I think that's a value. But that's about it for the Kaiweets KM-601 meter. somewhat of a review. It's more of an introduction to the tool. You're going to see it here in the shop getting used occasionally just in the background. I think it's a handy meter with the case on it. It looks to be like it's going to be pretty durable. The screen is not the first thing that's going to hit the ground or anything. Got good corner protection. So I'm sure it will get dropped and bounced and whatever here in the shop a few times, so we'll learn about the durability. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again next time on Allison Customs Project Car TV.